Good evening, I'm Rafael Sanchez. We begin at 7 with a family's personal plea. It's been nearly 3 years since 4 girls were killed in an arson fire in Flora in Carroll County. Today, their family made public pictures and videos of the girls in hopes it will encourage people to call in a tip. The new material shows the girls' love for cheerleading, and they were at a cheerleading competition in South Bend days before that fatal fire in November 2016. State police say the investigation remains active. Today, family members met with the investigators to discuss the case, as the family also continues to seek justice for the girls.
They love me. I love them. They knew if they needed anything or if they wanted me to do something, they knew I was right there for them and their mom. So it's tough.
Tonight, a call to action. A $5,000 reward is being offered for any information in connection with a deadly fire. If you know anything or something about this case, you're asked to call this toll-free number, 1-800-382-4628. We have that number and more information in this story on the RTV6 app. Now time to check your forecast. A cool May day, but get ready to say, oh my, as the heat and the humidity, they make a comeback. Storm Team 6 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory is here with the latest. Kevin, how about some sunshine?
Nowhere to go but up, Rafael. Sunshine would help, and there's some on the way, but we'll talk about that in a minute. 56, that was our high today in Indianapolis, but do you see down here along the Ohio River? There's the warmer air. It will make its way north during the day tomorrow. We've had rain to go along with our cloudy and cool conditions. 1/10 of an inch in Indy, just under 1/2 an inch in Bloomington. It's not quite gone yet. There's rain from Newcastle over to Cambridge City, Fountain City, and Richmond. All of this moving through Wayne County to the east. You may get some more showers in Winchester as well. Severe weather to the west of the Mississippi River, west of St. Louis. There's a tornado watch into western portions of Illinois. For us, any severe weather risk is low. After midnight, chance for thunderstorms increases in western Indiana. That's 4 a.m., so this is a very early morning shower and thunderstorm chance that will roll in. This is what we'll have first thing in the morning. I'll finish the timeline coming up.
More crashes are happening on central Indiana interstates, and state police say all that extra road construction could be a part of the reason why. RTV6's Paris LaBelle explains.
State police say the number of crashes on the area's interstates is up over last year, and some of that can be because of the construction that we're seeing around the city.
Between construction barrels and full interstate closures, like the long weekend closures of I-65, drivers are being taken off their normal routes and put on new detours around central Indiana. State police say when drivers are taken off their normal routes, there's a higher potential for crashes caused by driver error and distractions. And that's one of the reasons we're seeing more crashes this year, like this serious crash on I-465 at Harding Street on May 14th that shut down both sides of the interstate. State police tell us on average between 2015 and 2018, they've seen 453 crashes between May 1st and May 21st. For that same time period this year, they've seen 528 crashes. That's 75 more than the average.
It's been really odd. I'm not sure why we've had such an increase in crashes, but it's been a lot more than normal. It seems like every time I'm going home, we got a crash. People are texting and not paying attention, and it's absolutely necessary to be more careful and watch what's going on.
Police say it's also really about knowing your route and knowing if there are any closures ahead of time and making sure you're planning before you hit the road. Reporting tonight, Paris LaBelle, RTV6.
There's a new focus tonight on preventing crashes involving people walking and riding bikes in fissures in Hamilton County. In 2017, nearly 6,000 pedestrians and 800 cyclists were killed in car crashes across the country. The Fishers Initiative started after an elementary school class noticed a memorial to a 61-year-old man killed while he was riding his bike last summer. Second grader Luke McGrath wrote a letter to the mayor. Now his class is starring in a PSA that airs at local events.
There's a lot of wisdom in small kids if you listen to them, so it's not surprising that they recognize an issue and we're passionate about trying to solve it.
That PSA is a public service announcement, and students hope their messages will be heard by both drivers and cyclists, a reminder to share the road and avoid distractions. They're also designing signs that will be turned into actual roadside safety messages. Search crews continue to check lanes and other bodies of water as they try to piece together what happened to an Avon mother who disappeared more than 2 months ago. Investigators searched a lake on the west side of the city today. Cadaver dogs indicated the possibility of human remains in that water. So far, police have not said whether they found anything today. They are searching along the route they believe that Naja Farrell took before she disappeared. Her car was found on the northwest side of the city back in March, and last month, a foot belonging to Farrell was found in a pond in Crown Point in northern Indiana. If you have any information into Naja's disappearance, you should call Crime Stoppers at number 317-262-TIPS. Indiana is now joining other states in holding accountable the family behind the addictive painkiller OxyContin. The lawsuit filed Monday blames 8 members of the Sackler family for fueling the national opioid crisis. The Sacklers own Purdue Pharma, based in Connecticut, and today Indiana Attorney General Curtis Hill says by directing the company to downplay OxyContin's addictive risks, the Sacklers' actions led to deaths across the country. 45 states have now taken legal action against the family.
The truth is this: the Sackler scheme targeted every state across this nation, and we look forward to proving in court that misconduct aimed at every state is not a shield against being held accountable by the courts of each state.
Spokespersons for the Sackler family say the lawsuits blame them for an epidemic that is much bigger than OxyContin. Indiana's Attorney General says any money won by the state in the lawsuit would go toward addressing the opioid crisis. New information out today about CBD. It could help people kick their heroin addictions. A new study found that CBD reduced heroin cravings and overall anxiety in heroin users for up to a week. The CBD comes from the cannabis plant, but it does not get you high at all. The study was small, but now researchers want to recreate it with more people to see if they get the same results. His battle with cancer inspired the country. Now you can read about Tyler Trent's journey in his own words. The book the Purdue student wrote before his death on New Year's Day was released today. It begins with Tyler's daily journals that he wrote during his cancer treatments. It continued as Tyler became a national celebrity after he was profiled by ESPN during Purdue's big win over Ohio State last fall. Tyler's parents say they hope the book will give everyone hope.
If it's not cancer, it's other illness, or it's alcoholism, or it's addiction, or whatever it is that you're going through. We want to bring hope to those families that are hurting.
Tyler, a Purdue superfan, died January the 1st at the age of 20 from osteosarcoma. Proceeds from the book will go toward the Tyler Trent Cancer Research Endowment at Riley Hospital for Children. And that's hardly the only legacy Tyler Trent is leaving behind. The Purdue Center for Cancer Research is honoring his memory through 3 new collaborative research initiatives. Tyler was the first student member of the center's Directors Advancement Board. He donated his osteosarcoma tumors to be used for research to help others. Those cancer cells will help researchers do things like identify chemotherapy sensitivity for future kids. Next on the news at 7, who will be the next to wear the Pacers blue and gold? The process leading up to draft day hits another gear today. Find out how the team's looking close to home early on. Kevin?
And it feels like early spring now, but we'll jump to a summer pattern. It means more than warmth. I'll show you coming up.
Are working for you.
I'm thankful that I'm alive.
This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
The Pacers are looking at many players leading up to next month's NBA draft. A couple of familiar names are in Indianapolis today. RTV6's Brad Brown has a closer look.
The Pacers probably know what they're looking for, but until draft day gets here, they'll look at a lot of everything. Among the first group coming through Indy is Purdue guard Carson Edwards. His NBA stock skyrocketed with his huge March run in the NCAA tourney. Carson's ready to show that he's ready for the league.
I just understand that this game and the NBA game now is guard-led, and I feel like it's up and down and quick pace, shot clock, up tempo, things like that. So I feel comfortable with that.
Derek Smits played 3 seasons at Valparaiso University. He'll be going to Butler in the fall if the NBA doesn't come calling. Derek's dad, Rick, is an all-timer with the Pacers, part of the team's epic run through the mid-'90s and early 2000s.
I've become a more consistent player, and I continue to work on that every day. Just trying to bring it every day, every game. Obviously, need to keep getting better. Defense, rebounding, but been more consistent, especially offensively.
It's the start of a long process both for the Pacers and these players, but it could all pay off in a big way.
I mean, the pressure's there, but I mean, I also put the pressure on myself with just wanting to do well, just myself personally. But I mean, it's a blessing to be here, have this opportunity, and I mean, I enjoy just working out and just doing basketball and not worrying about school. So, just being able to be here.
With the Pacers, Brad Brown, RTV6 Sports.
Thank you so much. We're now less than 5 days from this year's Indy 500 on Friday. It is the biggest party of race week. It is Carb Day. I'm excited. Gates open at 8 a.m. The final practice for the field of 33 starts at 11. It'll be followed by the Freedom 100 and the pit stop competition. The Carb Day concert, it features Kool and the Gang, so of course there'll be a celebration, and Foreigner. Join RTV6 on Good Morning Indiana, noon, 5 and 6 for team coverage from the Speedway. We're going to be all over the place. And tonight at 11, our final edition of Two for the Road. Day first picks up IndyCar star James Hinchcliffe. They're heading into beautiful downtown Zionsville. A fun time with Hinch along the way. Now they're stopping at the Lemon Bar for a little bite to eat as well. It's another amazing, spectacular Trackside 6 exclusive tonight at 11.
If you didn't say where that was, I was going to guess Zionsville because I saw the bricks. It was either Monument Circle or Zionsville.
Do you think he brought some food back for us? I mean, you know, for the dinner break, I didn't think so either.
No, he had ice cream at the track yesterday. We didn't see that. You might want ice cream as we get later in the week. No melting of ice cream today. Warm and humid. We'll define that in just a little bit. As far as humidity climbing Thursday and then Friday, temperatures will peak in the upper 80s. As we go through the weekend, I think you might find the forecasting frustrating in the sense that we've got this daily chance for thunderstorms. It will come down to timing for big events. There's your probability of rain. Not overwhelming on any one day. Right now, if I had to say on race day, the chances of rain are less in the morning. They'll increase during the heat of the day in the afternoon. As far as the rain that we've had today, starting to exit in the eastern portion of the state, bye-bye, through Wayne County and into portions of Ohio. For us, we'll keep our eye on the thunderstorms to the west. There's a tornado watch, western Illinois, central Missouri. For us, as the storms move to the east, they'll move away from the support that they need to be severe. For us, that's a diminishing chance that these thunderstorms will have any real strength. I think across central Indiana, just some general thunderstorms. There's a lower marginal risk for stronger storms when they first arrive. That would be during the overnight hours. There's your probability of rain in Indianapolis, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. going up. Western Indiana along the state line, probably 1 or 2 in the morning is when they arrive. 4 a.m., there are your showers and thunderstorms along the Wabash River, Terre Haute to Lafayette. 7 a.m., more widespread for at least 2/3 of the state. Thin line at 10 a.m., and then by 1, we're starting to push that away. How quickly we see skies clear will influence the temperature tomorrow. We'll make our move at 80 degrees. Temperatures warm up and peak on Friday. Chances for thunderstorms are there over the weekend. Wednesday, tomorrow, if we see any redevelopment of thunderstorms, it'd be to the southeast in the afternoon. Temperatures, again, go above average after being below for several days. Thursday, humidity's back, temperatures mid-80s. 7 a.m. showers, thunderstorms. By the time we get to 9 cutting through Indy, then 10 south and east of Indianapolis, so late morning, early afternoon for the rain. We warm to 86 on Carb Day, likely staying dry. Into the weekend, the chance for thunderstorms is there both Saturday and Sunday, and on Memorial Day, a 20% chance for thunderstorms, but 80 or above all the next 7 days.
It's perfect if the 80s make a comeback with Kool and the Gang and Foreigner at Carb Day. Are we ready for that? Did you plan that?
I'm going to look up some of those songs and start listening.
All right.
That's my time.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. Coming up in our Hiring Hoosiers report, the company looking for some good veterans, great veterans out there. And it's time for your Jobs of the Week when we return. RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers, our initiative dedicated to connecting you to the jobs, training programs, and career resources that you and your family need. But we're also investigating the barriers Hoosiers face on the job.
I didn't quit. I wasn't laid off because I wanted to be. It was no fault of my own. and I feel like it's my money. I worked for it.
We're digging into complaints from General Motors workers at a plant in Marion. They say they were denied hundreds of dollars in unemployment benefits. The plant scheduled a shutdown last summer. A flyer went around instructing workers to apply for unemployment during that shutdown. Dozens of workers applied, but they were either denied or forced to pay back that money. Tonight at 11, I'll tell you why several judges ruled against the workers and how one GM employee was able to get all of his money. Our full Hiring Hoosiers Call 6 investigation tonight on the news at 11. Also new tonight, hundreds of jobs are up for grabs tomorrow at a fair being held by Jobs News USA. It's happening at the Indiana State Fairgrounds Ground Hall from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Recruiters and hiring managers will be there, so please remember to dress like you're attending an interview and bring several copies of your resume. You can register for this great event at jobnewsusa.com. A job fair held today focused on giving people who've spent time behind bars a second chance. A dozen employers worked with the NAACP to encourage so-called returning citizens to apply and present themselves as more than just a resume or check mark on an application.
We think it's important that individuals who are returning back to the community to have an option to be welcomed. And so this job fair is one of the perfect examples of how we can welcome individuals who've already done their time to gain employment and to be law-abiding citizens and pretty much be welcome into their community.
Congratulations to Jessica on a great event. This was the first job fair organized by the NAACP Youth Committee. The group hopes that those who attended today's event will pass along the message about companies who are open to citizens returning from incarceration. Job opportunities can come at any time, so you have to be ready to just seize the moment. Anna Pentenberg with Sphereon Staffing is here. Let's talk about the jobs of the week.
Sounds good.
Let's go right to the big board. Let's begin with this receptionist.
Yes, we're looking for a receptionist near 96th Street in Meridian. This is $12 an hour, and the schedule is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Administrative experience is preferred, especially in a medical office setting. You'd be helping in check in patients and answer phones.
And then we go on to an account coordinator in Boone County.
Yes, we're looking for an account coordinator in Whitestown. This position would be Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Executive administrative experience is preferred. Any of the job duties can include directing guests, coordinating meetings, answering phones, preparing reports, and assisting customers. The pay rate for that is $19 an hour.
Let's head over now to Hamilton County, where you're looking for an assembly worker.
Yes, we're looking for assembly workers in Noblesville. The position is Monday through Friday, midnight to 6 a.m. This does require some basic assembly or machine operating experience, and there is lots of opportunity for growth here.
In Lebanon, you're looking for a dock worker.
Yes, this position is Monday through Friday, either 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. or 2:30 to 11 p.m. You would help stack boxes, prepare pallets, and get those ready to be shipped out. This is $13 an hour, and you can start almost immediately once your background check is back.
So when someone shows up to the office, it's important for them to ask you a lot of questions, but it's also important for the individual to have what we know as an elevator pitch.
Yes.
Something they can say about themselves in 1 to 2 minutes, right?
Absolutely. So giving us some selling points about what's good about them, why we should hire them. Having that prepared ahead of time shows us that they're really vested in becoming successful in their new job.
And if they don't have it, then what? You say, to the side?
It makes us a little more leery. I would say that the candidates that do have it and come more prepared with that are the ones that are at the top of our list. Like, yes, we want to get this person to work as soon as possible.
So have the pitch, because Anna has the jobs and she wants you to call and reach her by doing this. Go ahead, Anna.
You can call or text us at 317-870-5555. Or you can check out our jobs posted at Sphereon.com.
Of course, all of this is online at hiringhoosiers.com. And these are the jobs of the week.
Prices at Ross. Yes for less.
Walmart is stepping up its program designed to hire more veterans and their families. The company announced today that it hired about 6,000 military spouses since November. That's when Walmart launched the Military Spouse Career Connection. Also today, that retailer announced its foundation will donate $1 million to Hire Heroes USA. And that organization helps veterans and military spouses find jobs after their service. According to the U.S. Department of Defense, 75% of military spouses in the U.S. are looking for work.
A shrinking area of rain in eastern Indiana that quickly moves away. We'll have some dry hours. We can always use dry hours. Temperatures stuck in the 50s. Tomorrow, we make our move. Should hit 80 for the high. That's after a morning round of showers and thunderstorms should dry out in the afternoon. And you see the consistency there. Temperatures over the next 7 days, 80 or above for all of them. That's an unusual forecast for us.
The temperatures are coming up. I'm going to bring my chair down. Look so tall, Kevin. I got to get down a little bit here. Anyway, our next newscast tonight at 11. Thanks, Kevin.